Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, oh Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody with your heart, Haribol. Everybody together. Everybody. Haribol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody with your heart. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Welcome devotees to our morning Bhagavatam class. This morning we will be continuing with Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 13, verse 22, and the chapter is entitled Dhritarashtra Quits Home, and the class will be given by His Holiness Chandramali Swami. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to you and all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Oops, I think we lost Maharaj. Either that or he just got tired of me. I'm sure he will get back.
You, was it? That was not from you?
No, Maharaj, I think it was a connection issue. So I'm sure he will join back again.
Okay.
We will wait for him to join back. I think he's joining back. It says 19. Let me see. There is Maharaj. There we go. Haribol Maharaj. As I was announcing you, Maharaj, we lost your connection.
Yeah, I'm struggling with some weak internet here. I'm in India. You know.
Marsh, we don't have your, we can't see your video, so I'm assuming it must be a connection issue, Maharaj.
Yeah, I'm keeping the video off because
Okay,
I think that will help with the audio.
okay, Maharaj. No problem,
Yeah.
Marge. Marge, you can start whenever you're ready, Maharaj. We're gonna miss your
Okay.
personal features association, Maharaj, not having to see you, but we at least get to hear your voice.
I'll come on at the end when we have.
Okay,
questions.
Marge. Okay.
Vasudevaya Om Namah Shivaya, chapter verse number 2. Antapurhaigo Adiro Anapadyasta Sampatam Visina Danto Dagni Sargat Kappa Uman. And so this is Vidura speaking to his elder brother Dhritarashtra. You have been blind from your very birth. Recently you've become part of hearing. And very sure your intelligence is disturbed, disturbs your liver, and you are caught in a weakness. This is old age, which already dealt with.
I think we lost Maharaj again, so we're gonna patiently wait for him to join us. Yeah, Maharaj is having some internet issues because he's still in India. So we're going to patiently or with austerity wait for Maharaj. Shrimati saying that yesterday was fine, but today again the trouble started. I guess it's just the weather's having a mood swing. Or either that or Krishna is teaching us patience and tolerance while trying to get as much as we can from Maharaj's words. Let's see, he hasn't come back yet. I'm sure he's trying to reconnect. Oh, wait, I think he just came back. Yeah, Maharaj is back.
You can't hear me yet, though.
Yeah, we can't hear Maharaj yet. Yeah, must be the connection issue. Let's see.
Symptoms of old age which already developed in these Dhritarashtra were after another, pointed out by Vidura in the body of Dhritarashtra were signs of apaksaya, or dwindling of the material body before the last stroke of death. The body is born, develops, stays, creates, so the body dwindles and then dishes. The foolish men want to make a permanent settlement of the perishable body and think that their estate, children, society, country, etc., will give them protection. With such foolish ideas, they become overtaken by such temporary engagements and forget altogether that they must give up this temporary body and take a new one. Again, to arrange for another term of society, friendship, of love, again to perish untimely. They forget their permanent identity and become foolish, active for occupation, forgetting altogether their prime duty. Saints and sages to the real situation, but they take such saints, sadhus, and saints as parasites of society, and almost all of them refuse to hear the words of such sadhus and saints. Although they welcome show bottle sadhus and so-called saints who can satisfy their senses. Vidura was not a sadhu to satisfy the sentiment of Dhritarashtra. He was correctly pointing out the real situation of life and how one can save oneself from such catastrophe. Shrimakti Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pachanine Avasesa Sunyavadi Pastyatya Vedi. Panchakalpa Sarupa Sindhu Veda Titanam Pavane Byo Devebyo Namaho Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, here's an example of a typical materialist who's an illusion about the goal of life. By such saintly persons, such as Vidura, and making plans of his everything in the material world.
I think we all have to chant really hard for the next few minutes until Maharaj comes back to get his wife.
Is our friend. Come back. I'm here.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Okay. The time factor for a devotee is a friend, and for the non-devotee, it's the worst thing that could possibly happen. Because whatever they work for, whatever they aspire to do in life, becomes dwindled by the time factor and ultimately destroyed. And therefore, the time factor is also showing how the material body simply goes through different stages. And at the later stage of the material body, it no longer continues to develop, it simply breaks down. And then death becomes the next phase. And then one has to again enter into another womb of another mother, and again take birth and begin the whole process again. Mayadavase, Tacho Bese, Tacho Habubu Dubai, Jeev Krishna Das, Hey Vishwash, Kolida the Dukanai. These are the words of Srila in one of his bhajans, where he explains that life, their defeat in everything they do in life, they continue to try for success. It's almost like a dog, you know. You chase a dog away and it'll come back again. You chase him away, come back again. You show the stick, it runs, but it will come back again. It can't. Prabhupada sometimes uses the word dog obstinacy. A dog can't take lessons. When it wants to do something, it'll do it no matter what. You have this dog-like mentality of the conditioned souls who cannot see the inevitable dwindling of their life and the foolishness of all their endeavor. And he's getting a lot of mercy. Vidura is actually an incarnation of Yamaraj. Intended of death come in the form of this can't use it to his body or to his relatives, despite the fact that everything he's born blind, he has no position in life anymore, although he's born in a royal family, and he's also the son of Vyasadeva. Still, he can't understand his good fortune. The Prabhupada wants to make a point here, and he says, there are many well-wishers in the world who do their best to help others come to the right understanding of what is the purpose of life and how to achieve it. But they take such persons as being birth desire for material world, because you see that
We lost Maharaj again. He'll come back. I really thank devotees for being so patient.
we're back
What to
again. Okay. Let's see, for those of us who are a little bit averse, not averse, but adept in living life in this material world, practicing Krishna consciousness, we see the inevitable force of time moving us towards the end of this body. And so therefore, the devotee always has to think, I have so much time left. I don't know how much time left, but let me use every bit of time for the ultimate goal of life in Krishna consciousness. What he has. And they want to use every bit of that time in and furthering their Krishna consciousness, and getting to the point where they actually are fixed at the lotus feet of the Lord in loving devotional service, which is available so easily in this age by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Sankirtan movement. So we can learn here strongly what is it like when one becomes attached, and how these attachments cause one to think that what is beneficial is not important, and what is unbeneficial is what I should be going. That's the nature of Maya. So, yeah, and we see that everywhere, the conditioned souls. Prabhupada says when people get old, instead of using their time for Krishna consciousness, they go to some resort area. If they have a little bit of money, they go on vacation and they just want to enjoy like they did when they were young. Or they go to golf courses and just smash a little ball into holes and call that, fun. So they waste their valuable human life. And as time runs out, time becomes more valuable. Just like when you have a lot of money, you may, waste a little bit here and there, and you still have a lot. So you don't really lose anything, although you lost something. But when you have little, you really pinch the pennies. You really keep everything controlled to use the maximum amount of money that you have left in the best possible way. So time is like that. Time is like that. As time runs out, it becomes more and more important that we use every moment for Krishna consciousness. And of course, no one really can say how much time they have left in them. These are quite dangerous and precarious. People are dying wholesale every day at different ages. In Kali Yuga, as opposed to previous yugas, people would live out their life and then die at an old age. But in this age, people are dying like crazy. Cancer is becoming a widespread disease now, and that even in young people. I was just reading a report just yesterday how so many young people are coming down with cancer. So yeah, it is very difficult age. They're never stable in this age on any level. What to speak about the material. So therefore one has to think, all right, I got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, I'm in his movement. All I have to do is use my time to practice Krishna consciousness. So that takes a little bit of awareness of the value of life. We should never think to waste any moment in Krishna in life, because each moment is very valuable. And as Prabhupada says, you can become Krishna conscious in one moment, or you can take hundreds of lifetimes and still not become Krishna conscious. So it depends on your seriousness and the execution of your devotion. So this is the most serious thing we can do, because otherwise we might, and Prabhupada always makes this point, that one knows what kind of birth they're going to get in their next life if they have to take birth. So nothing is guaranteed. So one should always think, I want to go back home, back to Godhead. I want to develop my love for Krishna. I want to become Krishna's devotee. I am Krishna's devotee, but I want to become it in actuality, in the form of everything I do and say. And that way one is happy. One is happy. And because they know my focus. And even if my body breaks down, it doesn't matter because I'm still fixed in devotion. Okay, I'm going to stop here and see if we can open it up for questions and comments.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. Beatrice, what I'm going to do, Maharaj, is we were suggested to turn our video off, hoping that that might help the internet on your end, so we at least could hear the last few minutes clearly. Thank you, Krishna. Would like to ask devotees for any questions, any comments. I'm going to stop sharing. That way we can, wait, where's this? There we go. Okay. Would like to ask devotees if any questions, any comments, any reflection, please do post your question, or you can unmute yourself and ask your question. And Marge, you mentioned the point, Marge, that your Prabhupada says, which I've heard many times, and it takes just a moment to become Krishna conscious. But at the same time, we know that it's such a struggle because of so much, bombardment and, distraction. So how can we really develop the understanding of the importance, Maharaj, of what it means to take, that we can become Krishna conscious in one moment? Like, how can we develop that? And we just lost Maharaj when I asked that question. Haribol. I guess it's not a very good question. Maharaj will come back. Wait, did he come back? Let me see. He will come back. We will patiently wait for Maharaj to come back. Krishna must be testing our patience for some reason. I really feel he's testing our patience. The more we want to hear from Maharaj, the more we face these internet issues. Wait, he's back. Is he back? He's not back yet. Okay, we will wait. I really, really appreciate devotees staying on and waiting for Maharaj to come back, despite the internet issues.
That's the least we can do. We just have to respect them.
And
So
it's
that's
just
good.
pure nectar, right? Oh, there he is. Haribol.
We're back.
Haribol, Maharaj. So happy you're back, Maharaj. So Maharaj, I was asking is, how can we develop the understanding what it means to be Krishna consciousness in a moment? Like we've heard it, I've heard it, but in a moment is like snap of a finger, and sometimes the mind is saying, but how can we become in a snap of a finger? How can we develop that mood, Maharaj?
One says that when one says, my dear Lord, from this moment on, I'm yours. I have no desire or desire. Did we able to hear that?
Yes, Maharaj, I heard the last one when we say to Krishna, I am yours in this one moment. That's the part that I caught.
When you say it sincerely that, my dear Lord, I am yours, whatever you want from me, whatever, just guide me to your lotus feet. I'm fully surrendered to whatever you want.
Wow. Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you.
That
I
has
have,
to- it has to
I'm
be
sorry,
done-
Maharaj.
It has to be done from the heart. It's not something you can just say. You have to sincerely mean it.
So Maharaj, I have a piggyback question from that. And that is, when we hear the word surrender, the mind says, oh my God, give up everything, live like a pauper, just really live on peanuts, then the fear factor comes in. So how can we overcome the fear factor when surrendering, Maharaj?
Well, it's not about giving up things. It's about it's about attaching yourself to Krishna. We see that in the life of many personalities who perform devotional service. They weren't poverty-stricken. Many of them even were quite opulent. So that's not the criteria is to give up those things that are contrary to our progress in devotion. In other words, our material desires. Don't
Thank
try
you, Maharaj. Wow.
to be in the material world. That's all. Just stop trying to be happy here.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Your happiness is in devotional service.
And the prayer you shared, Maharaj, is really powerful too. Very simple, yet from the heart. But like you said, it has to come from the heart. Like we have to have that desire.
And the rest of that particular statement is that when the Lord hears that, the Lord says, then he will take charge of our life and lead us back to him.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Stop
Wow.
making your plans for your own happiness and just
Yeah.
make plans for serving Krishna. That's-
Wow. Maharaj, before I ask my next question, I'll open up to devotees who want to ask a question. Please, if devotees have a question to ask, please do jump right in. You can raise your hand so that I don't miss anybody, or you can put it in the post, in the chat, and I can read out the question for you. Just going down the line, the list here. Let me see. Maharaj, while others are thinking, Maharaj, you mentioned, oh my God, it just slipped my mind. Kali Yuga mind, Hare Krishna. You mentioned, oh, I have to think about my question again. Oops, Krishna Chaitanya, it slipped my mind right now. Something that you mentioned. Anyway, I'll ask for devotees to ask questions while I'm thinking about my question. Anyone has a question? I don't mind calling on someone. Oh, wait, there's a hand up. Shri Devi, I was hoping you would ask a question, Mataji.
My dear Anastasia, thank you for giving me this opportunity. And my humble obeisances to you, dear Guru Maharaj, and to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, on this point of becoming Krishna conscious, many times we know that our material attachments, our material desires are in the way. We even pray to Krishna, oh Krishna, I don't want to be anxious about this, that, and the other. But it doesn't go away with the snap of a finger. Personally,
Just stay engaged in devotional service.
Just
right. And so it's a gradual process, and only through continuing the process of devotional service, chanting our rounds, over a period of time, we'll find all those things going away. Is that right?
And use every moment to serve Krishna. Don't waste time doing things that are not related to devotional service.
Okay. Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
You just stay engaged. Once you get engaged fully, you're happy. You go from one service to another, finish the day, you take rest, you get up, you chant your rounds, and you look forward to the days again, and you serve, and you're just making plans how to serve. You have a plan already. Every moment should be, in devotional service. There's so many ways you can serve. If you don't know how to serve, just ask. Give plenty of service.
So Maharaj, just as Mother Shri Devi said, that and from what you are sharing, Maharaj, is that the more we serve, the more it will help us to become more attached to the Lord, and detach from material desires over a period of time. Is that right, Maharaj?
Yeah, the spiritual energy and the material energy. The more you're serving, the more you're entering into the spiritual energy. Devotional service is not part of this material energy. It's above the three modes of material nature.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, you just have to, Sanatana Goswami gives the formula. Understand what is favorable for devotional service, what is unfavorable. Be enthusiastic, be determined, be patient, chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, serve and associate with devotees, take only Krishna Prasadam, read books such as Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, into devotion, invoke books related to devotional life, and go to programs, associate with devotees, cook for devotees. So many things you can do. With sitting around thinking what's on television or what's the latest news out there.
I don't know if we're going to lose. Oh, there's Maharaj. Perfect. Namrata, do you have a question, Mataji? Go ahead.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Glories to your Lotus feet. Guru Maharaj, my question is related to chanting. When I chant, most of the time my thoughts are towards what my spiritual master is instructing, or whatever I'm hearing from the class. I keep churning that even when I am chanting. So is it an offense too, or is it okay?
Not an offense, but the idea for chanting is to try to hear nicely. If the mind is thinking about devotional service, it's not an offense, but you're not getting the full benefit of the chanting. Because thinking and planning about devotional service is also Krishna conscious. But there's a time for everything. When you're reading, you're fully engaged in devotional service if the mind is somewhere else. But it's not offense, though.
So I should try concentrating on the sound only.
Yeah. Just try to hear that sound vibration. Listen carefully. Hear yourself chant.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. I try a lot, yes, since you tell repeatedly in the classes. So I try a lot, but it happens that maybe sometimes I achieve that stage, but it is not fixed. I'm not fixed on completely hearing. So, but in chanting, when I'm chanting,
Don't worry, nobody else is either. It's not like you're like we're all fixed up and you're not. No, everybody's mind is chanchala. Krishna says, Arjuna says, chanchala hi mana Krishna pramati balavadridha tasyaham nigaman manye vayo idam saduskaram. The mind is unsteady, like controlling the wind. But Prabhupada said for japa, just hear. That's it. Carefully listen to the sound. When the mind goes off, bring it back. Catch the first syllable of the first name in the Hare Krishna mantra. When you find your mind wandering, go back to that Hare Krishna and reconnect through that sound vibration. And then again, and with that first sound vibration, Hare Krishna. I mean, we all fight our minds. Mind is a rascal. What can you do? It's restless, but the more you practice, the more the mind will become controlled. Or not controlled, but it will become agreeable to what you're doing.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Great. Yeah.
I could definitely relate to your question, Namrata, because, and Maharaj said, the mind travels like crazy. Speed of, I think when I mentioned the word that the speed of light, Maharaj said nothing could beat the speed of light. Even the mind goes, I remember your answer, Maharaj, even the mind is quicker than the speed of light.
Speed of light is slow. Speed of wind is faster than the speed of light, and the speed of the mind is faster than the speed of wind.
I remember your answer, Maharaj, last time I asked, that's what you told me.
The light is 186,000 miles per second. But the speed
Wow.
of light is faster than that.
The mind is such a rascal. Oh my gosh. Any questions from devotees? Any, you can, raise your hand or you could just jump right in. Would like to hear other devotees' questions, comments, reflection. Let me go down here so I don't miss anybody. Is anybody wanting to say a question? I'm trying to make sure that I don't miss anyone here. I think the devotees are so careful not to ask because they don't want to lose you, Maharaj, on the Zoom.
Yeah. If you keep it going, then the internet will keep going.
That's how it works, right, Maharaj? Absolutely. Maharaj, and actually now I remember my question. So you were mentioning in response to one of my question earlier on that the more we engage in service, and actually you said something like as long as we don't plan for the Lord and we just surrender to the Lord and allow the Lord's plan to unveil, as opposed to our plan to unveil. When we say that prayer, how can we be surrendered, Maharaj, to the point where whatever the Lord wants? Because sometimes the mind gets a little bit in the middle saying, oh, but I don't know if I really want this prayer. Like Bhaktivedanta Swami's prayer, right? I think he had us say a prayer, whatever you want, take it.
My dear Lord, please bring about everything that I need in order to become Krishna consciousness. My dear Lord, please take away everything that I don't need that's causing me not to become Krishna conscious.
Yes, Maharaj. And I remember when he said that prayer and he shared it with us, this was in Gitanagari, that same week, 2 devotees got in a car accident. It was really, really bad. And they were so scared to say the prayer because within a week they got in a car accident. I mean, they came out alive, thank God, the car was totaled. So much, so they're like, oh my God, this prayer is so powerful. So how can we really grow, Maharaj, to even if that happens, okay, whatever, like that? Yeah, I don't know if I'm making sense in my question, Maharaj.
Well, you make your plans to serve, but always be aware that your plans may also change by the will of Krishna. So just be open to Krishna's control in your life. Make your plans and try to serve in the best possible way, but use your intelligence and don't be attached to your way of doing things, but be attached to Krishna. So, devotees keep a schedule and we work on the schedule, we fine tune the schedule, And it's the foundation by which we can keep our mind fixed in a series of activities, so the mind doesn't wander to something material. But at the same time, we have to be aware that maybe Krishna will move us this way or that way. We'll be open to that. Now, I'll give you an example, like, all right, you're sitting in the temple room and you came in to chant your rounds. So you're sitting there chanting your rounds, and the pujari comes and says, well, we're really short of a one person of pujari. We need you to come and dress. Can you come? There's nobody else we can ask. Well, I came here to chant my rounds, therefore you can't ask me. Is that okay?
Maharaj, we
You're
only got to
on
hear
mute.
the part when the pujari came and approached a devotee. That's the part that it stopped.
Yeah, well, the pujari says, my dear Lord, my dear sir, we need you to dress the deity. And you're saying, well, I came here to chant my rounds. I want to chant my rounds. So Krishna is saying, we need you to do some service. And you saying, well, I want to serve in this one. So be open to the fact that although you've made your plans for service, that there may be something better that comes up or something needed that comes up. Be attached to Krishna. Be attached to serving, but be more attached to Krishna. In other words, whatever Krishna wants, that's what I want. Krishna works through his devotees. Krishna works through the material energy to help us understand how best we can engage in devotional service. My spiritual master is asking me to come to a program, but I have my own program I want to go to. So therefore, since my program came first, I can't change. But although my spiritual master is asking me, still I can't. And that's Maya.
Maharaj, what about a situation?
Spiritual master is a representative of Krishna. And if he's asking you to serve in this way or to do something, you should be immediately ready and eager to put that, and you should think, how can I do that as fast as I can? You want me to give you an ultimate statement?
Yes, Maharaj, anything that will help our my Krishna consciousness.
Okay, so I'll say something and you respond to the answer of what I'm going to say.
Yes, Maharaj, I will try my best.
I'm going to say one word and you're going to answer my one word.
Okay.
So I'm in the role of the spiritual master and I say to the disciple, jump. And what
Maharaj, I missed the question.
the spiritual master says to the disciple, jump.
I jump.
How high I have to jump?
Do we just jump without saying how high or how low? Just jump because spiritual master says it.
That's master says, "Jump." The disciple says,
Oh, no. I am not liking this internet today. It's really interfering with our conversation with, oh, that's Maharaj. Haribol.
This is ongoing, actually.
Yeah, Krishna is testing our patience.
Yeah.
Technology is not perfect.
Maharaj is back and Sri Devi has a question. Maharaj, can you hear us?
We
good.
could not hear Guru Maharaj said.
Oh, wait, he just got back. Perfect.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Guru Maharaj, we couldn't hear you.
What's the answer, Maharaj?
Sri Devi wrote it in the chat. Just read it.
Oh, Sri Devi.
Yeah, you don't
How
want to.
high?
I already read it, but that's the
I
problem.
know the answer, but I don't do this. Maharaj, I have a question. If the spiritual master says jump and we ask the spiritual master how high, is it proper
Yeah.
to ask a question? I'm trying to think, and now that's a catch-22, because it's like if we ask the spiritual master how high, is it asking him how high and we just jump or just jump? Like I'm trying to think, is it right to ask, okay, Maharaj, you said jump, but how high? Like, is that okay to ask, Maharaj?
Yeah, because if you don't know how to jump, he can tell you how you should jump.
Okay.
In other words, one should see the orders of the spiritual masters coming from Krishna himself. If we don't see it like that, then we don't have an understanding of bhakti. The spiritual master is like a kind father. He's not going to give you difficulties just because he wants to make you feel bad or give you a hard time. He's trying to help you, push you forward in Krishna consciousness. So therefore, he has to present things in your life that you have to somehow surrender. It's his duty to move his disciples along. He can't just let them sit there and, wallow or vacillate. He has to push. And he does it in different ways. Sometimes directly, sometimes through programs.
Sri Devi, go ahead with your question. I want to hear your question. I'm waiting for it.
Guru Maharaj, today afternoon, I had finished something and you asked me, can you come to Govinda's at such and such a time? And my reply was, no, this doesn't work. Can I see you tomorrow? Because I had just come back after finishing that work. I had not cooked lunch. I was hungry. I had just finished having my lunch and I had changed and everything. And I was thinking, oh no, now to again wear a sari and find a toto and go in the heat, etc., etc. So I said no, because I thought I'm too tired. So was that again Maya?
No, because I asked you, can you? I didn't say come. I said, can you come?
Oh, thank God.
You're saved, Sri Devi. You got saved.
And by the skin of my teeth, I got saved.
Because the service could be done tomorrow or the day after. It wasn't so important. But if something that was needed right at that time, then that would have been different. And I would have made it more clear. That's all.
Okay, I can breathe again.
You can breathe again, Prabhu.
I can breathe again now because I just finished something important for Guru Maharaj and I had to return something. And so Anyway, Guru Maharaj, I have another question. It may seem a little unrelated, but may I go ahead and ask, because this is about etiquette towards the spiritual master. So it actually be on topic. May I go ahead? Okay.
No.
No? Okay.
You're muted, Mataji.
Anasui Mataji, you're on mute.
I'm being so careful with the mute and unmute because of it. I don't want to lose Maharaj. I'm so scared.
You didn't let me answer the final part of your
Oh no.
Both of you, you and Sri Devi may have to
Abhishek,
turn
was
your
Guru
video.
Maharaj saying yes or no?
He was saying no, but with a smile on his face. So I cannot figure out. So I think we should ask Maharaj what he meant. I'm not
Okay.
reading his mind.
Yeah, I don't like the question.
But he's gonna come back because he just went froze. So let's see what Maharaj says when he comes back. Yeah, he'll come back and he'll ask that, and then he will address it.
Because when I said I want to ask another question and it may be not on topic, but actually it may be on topic because it's related towards the etiquette to the spiritual master. And that
Mhm.
making that gesture, no, no, like this, right?
Yeah, but he had a smile on his face. So I can't tell if he was saying no because he's trying to pull your leg, or whether he was saying no because he was saying no. So I think we should ask Marge when he comes back. But
Don't read too much into it.
I'm not reading
Well,
it, but we should ask Marge because the thing is, it became choppy.
I know. Whatever he
Yeah,
wants to say, he will say.
yeah.
We may
Let him
both
come
need
back.
to get off your
Oh, wait.
video. If you
I
get off
think
your
the
video,
video.
who knows? And Sri Devi gets off video also.
There's Maharaj.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Sri Devi, can you get off video also? Let's see what happens. Hare Krishna Maharaj, can you hear us? Anyway,
I can hear
technology is
you correctly.
okay, great.
I can hear you.
Okay, wonderful. So
Sri
Sri Devi
Devi,
Mataji
you
has a
wanna go with-
question.
Yeah, Sri Devi,
Question
you want to
about
ask Maharaj
etiquette.
again?
Is that okay, Guru Maharaj? I have a question. When in front of Srila Prabhupada, the spiritual is also there, and we are offering our obeisances to Srila Prabhupada as we are leaving, should we also offer obeisances to the spiritual master in front of the deity of Srila Prabhupada?
I wasn't able to hear anything.
Try it again.
My question is this, Guru Maharaj, in front of the deity of the Lord, we are not supposed to offer obeisances to anyone, including the spiritual master, because the deity form of the Lord is there, and that's one of the instructions. But supposing we are, say, in Prabhupada's Samadhi auditorium, and we have just offered our obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, and we're leaving that hall, that auditorium, and our spiritual master is also there in front of Srila Prabhupada, is it the etiquette to also offer obeisances to your spiritual master before you leave the temple?
Yeah.
Okay, so in front of Prabhupada, all right to offer
Yeah.
obeisances to their
Just
spiritual.
listen. Try to listen to my answer instead of talking so much. Just listen. First of all, you're wrong when you say you can't offer respects to the spiritual master in front of the deity. You can. only your spiritual master, nobody else. You can't offer obeisances if you're worshiping the deity and the spiritual master walks in. You can you can acknowledge his presence and offer respects to him because he is representing Krishna. In that one sense, he's non-different. So when it comes to your spiritual master, there is no restrictions for offering at any time. That's Shastra.
Oh, thank you, Guru Maharaj, for clarifying. I didn't know that. I was always under the wrong impression. Thank you so much for correcting me.
Thank you, Marge, for also addressing that point, because I think there was I've heard that same misconception and misunderstanding too. Thank you for clarifying that, Marge. Any other
Yeah.
questions? Sorry, Marge.
Okay.
Oh, I thought.
Hare Krishna.
Go ahead.
So I have a question also about offering obeisances. Sometimes this happens, and it happened to me a lot, like in Agri. A spiritual master comes in and somebody's gotten his attention, he's talking to someone. And I show up and I see him there and I offer obeisances right away, but he's not even looking in my direction. So I offer obeisances and I go about my, whatever that I have to do. So the question is it necessary for him to know or to make him know that I've offered obeisances to him? Or because I've offered, the Krishna knows and it doesn't matter and I could just go on?
No, you just offer your obeisance. That's good enough. Whether he sees it or not, it doesn't really matter.
Okay. I thought so, but that's the way I did it. But I just want, now that we're talking about offering obeisances, I just wanted to be sure. Hare Krishna.
Because
Thank you.
obeisances is for your benefit. So as long as you're offering obeisances, then you're fulfilling the role as a disciple.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marge, for clarifying that point. Such an important instruction that we get clarified. Any other questions from devotees? Any other thoughts? Clarification that they need on any topic, please do ask before we end the class. Maharaj, because of the internet situation, I'm asking, would you like to end with a round of chanting, or how do you want to do it, Maharaj?
Okay. We'll give it a try.
It's fine. That's fine, Maharaj. Whatever you would like to do is fine.
Okay. Jai Sri Krishna, Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Advaita Gadadhara Sivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Advaita Gadadhara Sivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Rama Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama.
Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare Ram.
Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram,
Hare Ram.
Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare 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 Ram. Krishna Krishna. Hare 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 Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram. Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Hare Hare Ram. Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram.
Hare Hare.
Ram Ram. Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram. Krishna Krishna, Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram. Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram.
You have to take Makut to work.
Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Ram, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Ram.
Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. And thank you to all the devotees for joining us. Vanchakaptubhyascha, Kripasindabevacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai.
His Holiness Chandramali Swami ki Jai.
Jai. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Guru Maharaj, Hare Krishna.